Hi everyone, it's Al. How you doing today? Today I'm sitting in a park in Belmont, New Jersey. I'm sitting right here, and there's the water right there. As you can see, it's beautiful. I'm sitting here. The kids are playing on the play things here that they have, which is pretty cool. Um, Enjoying themselves, the kids, and shows here that none of them are on an electronic device, which to me is something that's very good for them. Teaches them how to associate with other children, take care of themselves, in situations that they need to take care of themselves with, believe it or not. And here's a squirrel who just came up. Here's a little squirrel. Some of the nuts. I threw some nuts out. Some of the nuts I gave him. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Squirrels love me. They come right up to me. They sit and they hang out with me. It's what happens when you vibrate higher. Animals tend to not be afraid of you because they know that you're not going to hurt them. Your vibration levels are up. But anyway, just sitting here trying to get the all the information I need for the brochures that we're going to be making up for the new facility. Everything that we're going to offer, and try and come up with some good ideas. I have a logo already that I'm going to use. It's sort of like the tree of life, actually to breathe new life into a lot of us that need it. Need to understand who we are, understand that everything that we do in life matters. Everything we do in life, me throwing the squirrel, that nut matters. Because now that squirrel is there eating it. So I just transferred good energy. I spoke about that before on one of my videos. But today, what I would really like to talk about is guilt and gratification. Now, guilt and gratification go hand in hand, whether you want to believe it or not. Sounds a little odd, doesn't it? But a lot of people are guilty when they receive something. They feel guilty about it. And in this world of projection, self-awareness, mindfulness, and understanding of everything that you throw out in this universe will come back. That's the transfer of energy. So when you are given something, or somebody wants to give you something, then the mirror image of your life will depend on whether you accept it or you decline it. Now, here's a little idea that I have for you that I want you to think about. And it's the idea of finding a penny on the floor. Would you pick it up or would you leave it there? Now, 99.9% of the people will leave that penny on the floor. And when you leave that penny on the floor, it's almost living in lack. You're almost living in lack. It's only 1 or 2 steps away from living in lack. Because when you see a penny or you see a dime, a nickel, whatever it is on the floor and you don't pick it up, okay, that in your subconscious mind, whether you know it or not, reflects the feeling and the thoughts of lack. Okay? Now, the universe is showing you something, it's giving you something, and you're not taking it. Okay? So you might feel ashamed. You might feel guilt. You might feel that somebody's looking at you and they're going to see you pick up the penny off the floor. Okay? But they don't understand that picking that penny up off the floor is the difference between maybe you living in prosperity or living in lack. Okay? So what I always say is, I'm gonna get up. So I like to walk when I talk. It just makes me think. There's a little squirrel. He's running around. He's looking at me. He sees all the nuts on the floor. Look at him. He's gonna probably jump up on the table in a minute. But so when you pick up that penny off the floor, you're actually telling the universe that you're willing to accept. Okay? By just picking up the penny on the floor, you're accepting. You're accepting. Okay? Now, when you accept, you're now living in abundance. You're living in prosperity. You're living in wealth. You're living in kindness. Believe it or not. Okay? Because, like they say in the Bible, okay, it's in your giving that you shall receive. So you might have did something nice. You might have did something nice for somebody, and now you have a good transfer of energy that wants to come back to you. And now God is showing you a penny on the floor, and you don't pick it up. Okay, you're leaving it there. So now the universe is thinking, well, why isn't he picking up the penny? So he's living in lack. Well, they're living in lack, and that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to live in lack. Okay. Now, most people, when somebody wants to give you something, you need to take it. If somebody gives you something or wants to give you something, accept it. Accept it with a kindness. Accept it with a transfer of good energy. Okay? Because they're transferring good energy to you. So that means that they want to have good energy transferred back to them. Okay? So my whole idea and what I've heard and what I've read about in a lot of books, they talk about living in lack, and why living in lack is something that none of us should ever live in. Your subconscious mind, when you go to the store and you want to buy something, you just buy it. Don't worry about it. Just buy it. Okay? God and the universe will give you back whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, as long as you're a good person, as long as you're a giving person, okay, and you're not the greedy type. You're not the type, you're greedy and I don't want to give, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Because then, what's that? What is that doing? That's auto-suggesting. You're auto-suggesting to yourself that you don't want to give something to somebody, so you're auto-suggesting lack. Okay. So picking up that penny on the floor or accepting something from somebody that wants to give you something is so important in your life that you have no idea. You have no idea how important it is. And we're going to get into this more. I'm going to really talk about this really deep. Okay, I don't really like to talk about things too deep on this YouTube channel or whatever it is. Okay, what I like to do is I want you guys to come up, sit down, and we'll talk about it. We're going to have those meetings. And those meetings are actually going to be very, very informative, because I'm going to have my books there. I'm going to have my references there. We're going to go back to a lot of these things and speak about them, okay, and understand what they mean, okay? When I say go into the subconscious mind, everything that you do goes into your subconscious mind if you allow it to. If you discard things, then they're not going to go into your subconscious mind. You're not going to allow it to go into your subconscious mind. So when you're living in lack, you're living in the state of unwanting. Whether you know it or not, you're living in the state of unwanting. Okay? Now, you don't understand how many people get ill, how many people get aches and pains, and they get sick, and they get this, and they get that. Arthritis and pains in their bodies and all kinds of things, sinus problems, joint problems. It just goes on and on because they're worrying about not having enough money, but yet they won't pick up the penny on the floor. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So these things go hand in hand. Everything matters in this world. Today I bent down and picked up a dime. I seen the dime on the floor. I bent down and picked it up. Okay? Now, that's because I must have released good energy somewhere. So that energy is going to come back to me. Don't you understand? That good energy is going to come back to me. And that good energy came back to me today by giving me a dime. I don't care what you think of it. I could turn a dime into $100,000 if I wanted to. Okay? I'll give somebody a dime and a piece of paper and a contract, and I'll tell them we're going to make $100,000 each by the end of the year. And we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay? Because why? Because I don't live in lack. Okay? And I'll bring myself up to the frequency that I need to bring myself up to make that $100,000. Okay? So that dime could make me 100 grand. It can make me 100 million. You understand? So these are the things that I'm trying to get out to you guys, and these are the things that I want you to understand and learn. Because once you do that, your life will change. I never live in lack, ever. Somebody needs something, somebody wants something, I want something, I need something, I go get it. I know that the universe and God is going to provide for me whatever it is that I need. Whatever it is. And I'll never, ever, ever think differently, because that's embedded in my subconscious mind. Okay? That's how successful people think. They never think in lack. Okay? Never think in lack. They always think in abundance. Okay? So your subconscious mind understands what you put into it, what you allow to sink into it. That's why the affirmations at night are so important. Before you go to sleep and you go into your delta state, you need to say your affirmations. I don't care what it is. You want to feel better. You want to get rid of your back problem. You want to get rid of your headaches, your migraines. You want to get rid of somebody in your life that you can't stay around because they're too negative. Okay, whatever it is that you want to get rid of, you say your affirmations at night, and that goes into your subconscious mind. It's the same exact thing as living in abundance or living in lack. And I want everybody that listens to me, everybody that comes to me and sees me, to live in abundance. I don't want anybody to live in lack. Don't live in lack. There's no reason to it. And I know people say, well, you got to live in your means and everything. That's living in lack. As soon as you tell me that, I know you're living in lack. In your subconscious mind, you're worried already about the future. Okay? You're already worried about the future. Don't worry about the future. Okay? The future will take care of itself. Like I said, if you're a good person and you're throwing good energy and you're transferring good energy, these things will come to you. Checks will come to you. Okay? Like me, I'm building this whole facility. Not once did I ever say anything about money. Okay? Because it's not a problem. It comes. It just comes. Okay? So you have to understand, money comes. Doesn't matter. I could go anywhere and get money anytime I want. All I have to do is sit down with somebody and tell them, listen, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. Okay? This is the vibration levels I'm going up to. I'm going to go up to this frequency to make this work. All right? If I want to build a building, or if I want to start a business, okay? Or whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? The money is always there. Money is only energy. So don't live in lack. Don't ever worry about money. Once you do that, then you're living in lack. You're not living in abundance. And I want everybody to live in abundance. This whole earth is so full of money. It's so full of abundance. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. People don't know what to do with their money. If you come up with an idea, creative idea, you can get all the money that you want. Money don't mean anything. Okay? That's the least of your problems and the least of your worries. Okay? The hardest part of that is getting up to the frequency that you need to reach to get to where you want to go. Not the money. The money's nothing. If I told you tomorrow I'm going to build a 24-unit apartment building, okay, and I need $2 million from you, you're gonna ring my phone off the hook, okay? Okay, because you know that I'm going to build a 24-unit apartment building. You're gonna make a lot of money on that. Okay, you're gonna make a lot of passive income on that as time goes on, and you're gonna make equity. You understand? So don't live in lack. Live in abundance. Okay, don't worry about how am I going to do it, or those words that I told you never to use. I can't. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. As soon as you say those words, you're living in lack. You're not understanding. This is the park. It's a beautiful park. Here's all the kids that are playing tennis. See, they're all playing tennis here. There's a nice tennis court. You got the water over there. Beautiful water area here. Beautiful park. Here's all the kids playing on the swings and play sets and things like that. There's the squirrel eating all the nuts that I threw out. See? Look at him. He's eating all the nuts. But this is what I mean. Now, you think that squirrel is living in lack? No. That squirrel is living his life the way he's supposed to live his life. In abundance. He finds his nuts, he finds his things, his peanuts, his walnuts, whatever it is, his acorns, whatever it is. And he lives a beautiful life and never worries about anything. The biggest worry is him is that some animal from the sky is going to come and grab him, a hawk or something like that. That's his biggest fear that he has. And he doesn't even realize that fear. Okay? So, please, guys, understand what I'm saying, okay? Use your mind. Use your mind. Don't live in lack. And don't be guilty when somebody wants to give you something. Don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. Okay? Because once you feel guilty, you're never going to reach your goals. You're never going to be where you want to be. You're always going to be living basically, maybe, and I hope, that this isn't true, but so many people these days are living 2 paychecks away from homelessness because their minds are worried. They have worried minds and they have thoughts that are very destructive. You have to have thoughts that are not destructive. You have to have thoughts that are of abundance, thoughts of positivity. Okay? You need this in your life. You have to have this in your life. And these are the things that we're going to be talking about when we have the meetups. Trying to make up the brochures the basic brochures for everything that we're going to offer at the facility, which is going to be amazing. We're all going to offer so much Kundalini healing, mirror gazing, past trauma relief, living in abundance, how to live in abundance, and why you should live in abundance. Okay, meditations to change your subconscious mind, and mindfulness, awareness, understanding that you're living in the now. Okay, and never to fear or worry about the future. Okay, just like I'm talking about now. Don't ever worry about money. Don't ever worry about money. Okay, people that worry about money are the ones that are having a problem. People that don't worry about money, give it away. I used to get on the phone with my mentor 6 o'clock in the morning every single day. You know what he used to tell me? Give it away, Al. Somebody wants it, but John, they're asking me for this. Give it to them. Give it to them. All right, I gave it to him. I got 4 other jobs out of it. Just by giving him something. You give him a little something, and I got 4 other jobs out of it. Unbelievable. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Just be kind. Give. Be happy when you give. Okay? Do nice things. Do nice things. And pick up that penny on the floor because that's the universe giving you something. The universe is testing you. When the universal God shows you that penny, dime, nickel, whatever it is on the floor, pick it up. Pick it up and put it in your pocket and say, thank you so much for giving me this. Thank him. Because the next thing he'll do is he'll give you a check for $100,000. You understand? A check will come in the mail for $2,000, $4,000, $3,000, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Don't live in lack. I beg you people, please don't live in lack. Give it away. It'll come back to you like you would not believe. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. It says it in the Bible. In thy giving shall thou receive. It says it in the Bible. Now I read that book backwards and forwards. I read the Bible backwards and forwards. I know all the stories about the Bible. That's why spirituality and God and the Bible and the book of the Bible and everything intertwine. Everything intertwines. People just don't realize it. They don't understand it. But there's one thing I have to tell you. Do not live in lack. Please. Don't live in lack. All right. Well, that's what I have for you today. But please If you guys want to get in the ceremonies that we're having June 9th, the 24th, June 9th, the 17th, and the 24th, all at 11 o'clock, we're having a rape ceremony. That's with the plant medicine. We're bringing the shamans in, and they're going to administer plant medicines. And then we're going to do a beautiful meditation, self-love, self-abundance, whatever you like to do your meditation on. But mostly self-love, because we have to learn how to love ourselves. Okay, very, very important to love yourself before you can even give somebody something. You have to love yourself. Because once you love yourself and you give somebody something, that's what we call a mirror image. Okay? And that's something you're never going to be able to beat. You're never going to be able to beat it. I smile every day. I smile every day. I'm happy every day. I smile every day. Because I understand what it's all about. All right, well, anyway, listen. Take care. And get in touch with me, guys. Come on. Get in touch with me. Like and share this video. Like and share the video. I'm not here to make money on YouTube. I don't give a shit about. I'll give the money to a charity if I ever make money. It doesn't matter. It's not about the money. I'll give it to a charity of somebody's choice. It doesn't matter to me. We'll give it to a homeless shelter. We'll give it to a hospital that needs a hospital for special surgery for the children. It's not about money. Totally not about money. Like I told you, money is everywhere. Money's nothing. That don't mean anything. People have to learn to live without living in lack. Take care, guys. Think about what I'm saying. Comment. Talk to me. Comment. All right? Talk to you later.